What's good, everybody? What's good? Hopefully, my mic is good. Hopefully, y'all can hear me out there. Oh man, the people in the chat, y'all are making me feel so happy. I was worried when nobody gonna show up. I'm not gonna lie. Mink, mink, mink. What's good? Let's see people in the chat. Mic sounds good. Appreciate that, 90. I had my settings all solidified, and then, kids came in here and moved knobs and shit, but I'm glad things are working well. I'm gonna pretend that we're gonna start a little late. Volume up a little bit for the mic. Okay, I can do that. Maybe. I can also tilt it up a little bit towards, I'm a little taller. My mic keeps angling down a little bit. Can also turn the music down a little bit. But I'm expecting to start a little bit late. It is the black moon tonight, or as some people are calling it, the nigga moon. So we're gonna start probably a little bit late, a little CPT. It wouldn't be Black People Know Things without a little CPT, I'm not gonna lie to you. We very rarely start on time, unfortunately. Yeah, I imagine it's just gonna be like that. Having done over 100 events now, I can't even think of one that ever started on time. It's just how it goes. You gotta love Black people. We just run on our own schedule, and that's all right. The world demands enough of us, and time is a social construct, so we can do what we gotta do. Hey, and if we get enough people, y'all don't have to be in the Discord. The Discord is just if people want. No, you don't have to be in the Discord. Don't worry. The Discord is just if you want to talk during the stream. If you want to be on stream, you can join the Discord. If you don't want to do that, if you just want to chat, that's all good. Let me go ahead and start posting some links in the chat if it works for me. It's giving me a little hard time right now. Hey, what's good, Key? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, see, it's just really don't, this little copy paste don't want me to be great. Whatever, we can do it the old-fashioned way. I don't know if my keys are, what was it, Tiki or the Wiki, whatever y'all was playing in the group chat the other day. I don't know if my keys are any of those things, but hopefully they don't sound too terrible. So that is the link for our bio page, where you can get links to all of our pages, our social media, our TikTok, Twitch, which y'all are already obviously on. And also round 1 of the trivia is posted in there. I would ask that you not start until we're about to start, but if you're just an eager beaver and you want to move ahead, I won't hold it against you too much. But it's better if we all play together. That's the whole point, right? We're all here to kick it and have a good time. And if you're, one of them A+ students that want to work ahead, I guess that's okay. And then that's the link for the actual round 1. If you won't want to go through the bio page, this is just the link for round 1 of the trivia. But again, I prefer if you kind of wait till we get started. I'm probably going to we'll just say we'll push till 9:15. I can breeze through the first couple rounds. So we'll start officially at 9:15. Give a few people a chance to hop in. Be a good social media marketer and take a picture to tell people that I'm on. Give us the cheat code. There are no cheat codes. I promise you, it's not too hard. The 2024 in review, the end of the year review trivia is always the easiest one because it's just all about this year. I'm not quizzing you on, the 60s, 70s before you were born. I'm not quizzing you on music you don't listen to. Well, I mean, you might not listen to it, but it's all going to be popular stuff, 2024 stuff, all things that have happened recently. Slow but volume listenable. I can try to turn my mic up a little bit more. I can also make sure that I'm scooting up close. Just finished posting my little post to tell people to join. You gotta eat the mic. Yeah, I'm learning that because the problem is I've learned that the mic that I have is like super sensitive, so it hears a lot of outside shit. But like I gotta be like right here, and I'm trying. I gotta have a little better posture. I'm not trying to have my back hurting at the end of the stream. But I can mess with it a little bit, turn the volume up a little bit more. But I can't really do too much more than that. Well, what's good, y'all? Shout out to the NWC. I see Nell put that in the chat. Shout out to the niggas who con. If you are interested in going to any of the conventions coming up, BlurredCon, we just had AWA Pass, DreamCon coming up. Make sure y'all check in with us. It's just the old age. Yeah, man, I'm getting up there. I'm going to be 34 next year. My back ain't as spry as it used to be. Did I get the panel? I've not. They said they're going to let people know in January, and they were real secretive about it last year. They told people not to say shit. Like, if you got the panel, they said don't tell nobody until they officially, announce that panels have been announced. So even if I do find out, I'm not going to be able to tell people for a while, I'm assuming. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we get to be on a panel. We get to have a panel again this year at DreamCon. I was trying to get a panel at BlurredCon, but I can't make it. I can't swing it with my schedule right now. So maybe next year we'll hit the convention scene next year. We'll try to get one at AWA. We'll try to do BlurredCon. I'm gonna try to be a little more active in 2025. That's the goal. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, I said 9:15, it's 9:13. I'm gonna try to be on time as much as possible. And as people join, they can play wherever they join in from. As long as I have not read the answers, anybody can join at any point. But once I have read the answers for the round, people cannot join and be active. And if we get enough people in here tonight, I might give some money away to the winners. We'll see. We'll see if I'm feeling that generous tonight. So the way that you play is I will post a Google form like the link that I just posted in the chat right now. That Google form is for round one. There are 4 rounds tonight, so each round will have its own Google form, and you will submit your answers through the Google form. I will grade your answers, tell you if they're correct or not, and then we'll see who has the most points at the end of the night. And if we get enough people to play, I might give the winners a little bit of money. We'll see. Hey, we already got like 12 people. Yeah, no cheating. I promise that you'll do better on this than some of my students will. I promise. As long as you've been alive and not under a rock this year, you should do all right. Because like I said, this is all 2024. You don't got to worry about anything before that. As we do these trivia nights more often, I might challenge you a little bit more. We'll probably do some more stuff from the way back. Maybe even hit you with some stuff for the 1800s if we get there, but we'll see. Tonight is all about this year. We're going to try to wrap this year up, put a little bow on this year, and move on to 2025 as we got the new year coming up here pretty shortly. We got 29 more months of the nigga moon, so we're going to try to end with a little positivity. What's up, Lucky? Appreciate you stopping by. All right, is it 9:15? It is 9:15, so I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. We're going to get started. So, for those of y'all who do not know, my name is Darian Wilson. I'm the owner, creator, and founder of Black People Know Things. It is a black culture and events company for us, by us. That's my little speech right there. You can follow us at Black People Know Things on Twitter or Instagram, or Black People Know Things on Facebook. We also now have Twitch. We now have a Blue Sky as well. Our names are the same on all of those apps. You can find us anywhere you need to. So a little bit of backstory on Black People Know Things. I like to tell this story just a little bit. Black People Know Things was born in 2020 during the pandemic. I know we don't want to all think about 2020. So it's crazy to think that it's almost been 5 years of Black People Know Things. I got to plan something nice for that in the coming year. So Black People Know Things was started in the pandemic when we were all stuck in our house, when everything shut down for COVID. I did a virtual trivia night actually on Twitch with another company. I don't remember the company's name, but it was a trivia night with some friends from back home. And I was the most useless trivia partner ever. It was embarrassing. For someone who's an educator, I was struggling. I didn't know any answers. I couldn't answer shit. I was an absolute liability. I was out there like Tony Snell in that game. I was putting up all zeros. And in the last round happened to just be 90s R&B. And I locked in. And I helped, I got all the questions right for the last round. And it was the only contribution I had the whole night. And as I walked away from that trivia night, I was like, man, this would be really dope. But if the questions were about black shit, like I could actually know the answers instead of it being about fucking Isaac Newton and science and math and shit like that. Not that black people can't do those things, obviously, but like the questions were very clearly not targeted to black people. And so I took that and I was just like, you know what, maybe I could do a trivia night and I can make it all about black people. And I reached out to some folks back home and I was like, yo, if I did some black trivia over Zoom, since we're all stuck in the house, would y'all jump on Zoom with me like once a month and just play some trivia? And we had a really good turnout. We were doing about 50 people every single trivia night on Zoom. Then the world reopened up after a couple years and we brought the trivia nights to bars in person in Denver. They were super successful. I was really proud of them. We've been featured in the Denver Post. We've been featured in other news articles and publishings. And now we're bringing it to Twitch. And this is our first time actually bringing it to Twitch successfully. I will say a fun note. This is not exactly the first time we tried Black People Know Things on Twitch. The very first time I tried it, before we settled on doing it on Zoom, I did it on Twitch and I got banned immediately. Like, first 5 minutes, banned, kicked off stream because I didn't know how Twitch worked. It was 2020. I don't know if a lot of people knew how Twitch worked at that time. I didn't know I couldn't play music. I didn't know I could not say certain shit. And I literally like got banned immediately. And I was like, all right, this didn't work. I had a live DJ and everything. He was playing music and we just got banned quick. I was like, oh shit, that was not good. So this is our second attempt at Twitch. I got non-licensed music playing in the background. So now hopefully we don't get banned. I'm gonna try not to say too much shit. You can do teams if you want. If you want to do on your personal Discord or on group chat, you can be on teams. That's totally fine. I just ask that you submit one answer sheet per team. If you're going to play on teams, if you're going to play individually, totally fine. So yeah, so you can play as by yourself or you can play with the team, whichever works best for you. If you think you're going to have a better chance with a collective, do that. If you want to play by yourself and really challenge yourself, or you can't play with a team right now, that's absolutely fine as well. So this is an inclusive space for rooting for everybody that's black, which means we don't do no homophobia, transphobia, slut shaming, anti-woman language, none of that bullshit. Keep it chill, keep it P. We're going to be all good. There are 4 rounds. The rounds are history, television and film, music, and majority wins, which I'll explain when we get there. And there are a total of 30 points available throughout the night. Most of the questions are worth 1 or 2 points. I will award bonus questions as needed, or bonus points if you make a funny comment in the chat. If your team name is funny or clever, I might give you a bonus point for that. So, don't just put your name unless you just want to be chill and just put your name. That's totally fine. So you get 30 seconds per question. So I will read the question probably twice just to be safe. After the round is finished, you'll have 2 to 3 minutes to submit your answers. You can have teams. You do not have to, but you can if you want. But if you have teams, please just submit one answer sheet, not multiple. So yeah, please don't cheat. We're all in here trying to build community. We're just kicking it. We're having a good time. We're wrapping up the year. We're going to have some funny conversations. Eventually, we're going to get people hopefully to join the Discord so we can talk and actually like communicate in that way. Obviously, we don't have to do that tonight. That's something we'll figure out down the road. But it's an honor system. Obviously, I can't know if you're cheating. It's not like school where I can, see if you're using Chat GPT or anything like that. But it's the honor system. Don't cheat. It's not going to be fun if you just Googling all the answers. Because then what's the point in that? I might not even give you any money if you're going to cheat. Fair. Is what it is. We've had some cheating issues in the past. We've had some cheating accusations in the past. So hopefully, for the most part, y'all are chilling. I mean, if you can't do Discord, I don't know if you can text. You can text to people. Y'all can, FaceTime. I don't know how that works. But if you can't do that, play by yourself 90 all the screens. He's going to have all the answers on every single screen. So yeah, most importantly, let's just have some fun. We're going to keep it chill. I'm not too worried about y'all cheating. We're all going to have a good time. And like I said, y'all shouldn't have to cheat. I tried to make the questions easy. And I will say, if people are stumped on something, if enough people in the chat say that they want a hint, if you say hey, we really need a hint, I will give you a hint. The hint might not be as helpful as you want it to be, but if most of the people in the chat are like, yo, we're stuck, I'll give a little bit of a hint. All right, so are we good to go? Y'all ready to start round number 1? It's all good. If you got to cheat for this, we're struggling. Wait, all right. All right, I'll give y'all a couple minutes to form your team. Like I said, y'all can text each other if y'all got each other's phone numbers. If y'all aren't on that level, I understand. I don't think I got anybody's phone numbers from the group chat, so I understand. Oh yeah, IG chat could work. Team Nigga Moon. It sings to me. All right, cool. Y'all could be on a team. Y'all just got to submit one answer sheet. I don't want an answer sheet from each one of y'all. Just one answer sheet for y'all team. and make a team name. And all right, so the good thing is not the answers, the questions are also in the Google Sheets, which I will post round one's Google Sheet right now. So if you have not formed your team yet, or if you're still waiting to form your team, I can start reading off the questions and you'll still have time to read them on the answer sheets. You don't have to just hear them from me. You'll get a chance to read them yourselves and answer yourselves. So I'll give y'all, like, let's just say 1 more minute to form your team, get in your Discord chat, whatever you need to do, and then we're gonna get started here. I need to move this damn lamp. I got like a lamp right here that's just keeps knocking me in my head. I need to move that shit. Teams is up, every man for himself. All right, well, while y'all figure that out, round number 1, like I said, is the history round. And for this history round, there's no better way to do this to start off the night. I mean, I guess get the sad shit out of the way. This history round is the pour one out round. Yo, what's good, King? This is the RIP round. This is the round to celebrate and honor all the folks who have left us this year. Not all the folks, because there's only 5 questions per round. I can't include everybody. So don't feel offended if I leave out somebody that you thought was important. We could talk about it afterwards. You can put it in the chat. If you think I left somebody out who really deserves to be shouted out, we'll shout them out. There's one person who I left out that I feel really bad about leaving out, but it was like, we lost a lot of legends this year. Right, OG Mako is not on the list, unfortunately. But yeah, RIP OG Mako, man. He had, like, reading up on all the shit he went through, that man had a really hard time after he got famous, like crazy. He had like all kinds of medical issues, and it's sad. It's real sad. But yeah, so there's some people who are going to be left out. There's one person, like I said, in particular that I feel like shit for leaving out, but it was hard to, unless I was going to make the round longer, I just can't include everybody. And we can give a shout out to everybody who's gone afterwards. It could be like the in memoriam section. I'll add a slide to that next time. All right, I'm going to get started. So if you have not formed your team yet, if you're not in your IG chat, whatever you need to do, get there, because we're going to start round number 1. So question number 1 of round number 1 is, this iconic actor from the films and shows such as the Rocky series, Predator, Happy Gilmore, and The Mandalorian passed away on February 1st of this year. So again, that's question number 1. This iconic actor from films and shows such as the Rocky series, Predator, Happy Gilmore, and The Mandalorian passed away on February 1st of this year. So I'm looking for the name of the actor. Don't try to get cute. No, don't submit. So you're gonna have, it's all the questions are on the first are on the answer sheet. So don't submit until you've submitted all 5 answers. And for those of y'all who just joined or who still need the answer sheet, here's the answer sheet one more time for round number 1. Yeah, submit all 5 at once. So you can move ahead if you want to. We're going to read through all the questions and then go through the answers once everybody has submitted. Don't type the answer in the chat. No answers in the chat. I forgot to mention that. Well, there y'all go. Y'all got a free answer. So now y'all can't say if y'all didn't get the answers correct. Y'all got one free answer. That's a freebie. That is a freebie. I used to do free answers. I used to do free answers on my Instagram. I would post, like, you know, free answers, but I didn't want to do that for this one. So it's all right. That's your one freebie. Now everybody knows. Everybody knows. Don't put the answers in the chat. No, you're good. I forgot. That's my bad. I'm a bad host. I forgot to mention that. Don't. Don't put the answers in the chat unless you're just feeling that kind. So one of the things when we do this in person, we do the music round, and obviously on Twitch you can't play the songs and shit, but we would play the music, and I would play like a short clip, and then niggas would just keep singing after the clip was over, and give away the whole answer. You. So yeah, so that is question number one. I'm gonna move on since I think most of y'all now know the correct answer. No, it's my bad. I didn't even announce that rule, King. You're good. That's my bad. That's L hosting on my part. I got you. So no more putting the answers in the chat. The chat is just for Kings on our team. The chat is just for, you know, shit talking and all that good stuff. But we're gonna move on. Yep. Thank you, 90. That is the answer sheet for round number one. So that's where you can go ahead and put all your answers in. You can submit all 5 answers. We already have a few people who have done that. So question number 2 of round number 1 is, this horror icon known for his 6'5" frame and baritone voice, who recently voiced characters in Spider-Man and Indiana Jones video games, passed away on November 6th of this year. So again, question number 2, this horror icon known for his 6'5" frame and baritone voice, who recently voiced characters in Spider-Man and Indiana Jones video games, passed away on November 6th. No idea. It's all right. And I always like to mention this. That this trivia is not to take away anyone's black card. This is not to make you feel bad about not knowing shit. It's an educational experience. I barely got enough of a black card to take away anybody else's. So I'm not here to take away your black card. I'm just here to educate y'all and to celebrate black people and black culture. The history round is always the hardest round. I promise. And if you put a, hey, I'm just keeping it honest. That's what it is. So I'm not going to, this is just educational shit. If your friends make fun of you because you didn't know some shit, that's on your friends. But I'm not going to make fun of you because that's not what a good teacher does. I'm not going to make fun of you for not knowing shit. It's my job to educate y'all. So if you don't know, when you leave here, you'll know. See, like I said, if your friends in your group chat want to make fun of you, that's on them. I'm not going to do it unless you put some real dumb shit. Like if you say something that's off the wall, I might judge you just a little bit. Not publicly, but I might, in my head, I might judge you a little bit. Sidebar, whoever's team name is Happily Single Man, you wild. Whoever made that their team name, I don't know who it is, but if your team name is Happily Single Man, wildin'. All right, question number 3. Question number 3. This legendary writer and thinker was nicknamed the Poet of the Black Revolution, passed away on December 9th. So again, question number 3 of the history round. This legendary writer and thinker was nicknamed the Poet of the Black Revolution, passed away on December 9th. I'm already looking at some of y'all's answers, and they are hilarious. So again, if you didn't know, this is a great chance for you to take some of this knowledge and apply it. I think all the people in this round are important in their own ways, varying on what you find important. I think this is one of those questions where if you don't know this person, like it makes sense because they don't teach this person in school. They should, but you've definitely heard people talk about it. You've definitely heard people bring their name up. There's been a few rappers who have name dropped this person from time to time, but only the backpack rappers, the most deaf types have probably dropped this person. So if you don't listen to that kind of music, if you're not reading poetry actively in that way, It's all right. And that's good. All right. Question number 4 of the history round. One of the most important actors ever, known for his roles in Roots, Lion King, and Star Wars, passed away on September 9th. I definitely did post question number 3. I definitely did post when that person passed in the group chat for sure. Because it's important to me. For those of y'all who don't know, I think I might have talked to this in the group chat before. I used to do poetry. Poetry was like how I got started into education. That's how I got started into like storytelling, and I guess now leading me to this. And so I read a lot of person number 3's work as a youngster. So yeah, question number 4 for the last time. One of the most important actors ever, known for his roles in Roots, Lion King, and Star Wars, passed away on September 9th of this year. If you think about it, this dude was in so many people's childhoods. If you think about Roots came out in the 70s. Yep, Fences as well, correct. That is true. I definitely have Coming to America, another iconic one. If you like kids sports movies, he was in a very, very big kids sports movie. I won't say the name because I don't want to spoil it too much. But he was in an iconic kids baseball movie as the token. I guess there was a black kid who played baseball, but he was, the grumpy old neighbor in that movie. Trapping to America. Yo. All right, question number 5. Last question of the history round. This icon, known for his musical works and including production of Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad by Michael Jackson, his TV and film impact include Roots, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Mad TV, and The Wiz, and he passed away on November 3rd of this year. So again, question number 5, last question of the history round. This icon, known for his musical works including the production for Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad, his TV and film impact include Roots, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Mad TV, and The Wiz, and he passed away on November 3rd of this year. Fences is a great movie. The play is also fantastic. If you ever get a chance to see it live acted in a play, it's also fantastic. And he was the original actor in Fences before Denzel took over his role in recent years. See, I always knew CJ was a man of culture. Y'all be trying to dog CJ. CJ is a man of culture. He's seen the play, all right? All right. Let's see. We got a few answers. So we're going to go ahead. Hey, the movie's great. If you watch the original one, it's great. And also the new one with Denzel and Viola Davis is also fantastic. August Wilson is an amazing playwright. A lot of his work is really, really good. I think he has a new play with Denzel on Netflix, The Piano Man or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Check it out because August Wilson is fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let y'all... I'm going to let y'all go ahead and submit your answers. I'm going to give y'all 2 to 3 minutes to do so. I'm going to take a little water break. If you're drinking, if you're smoking, please feel free. This is a good time to take your break. Normally I would be smoking, but I'm chilling right now because I got a host. I only smoke when hosting when I do my weed trivia nights, which we'll definitely do one for April of this year for sure. I'm seeing a few answers come in. Shout out to my assistant for the evening, Casey, who's helping me grade some of these answers. I appreciate you. because normally it takes me forever to host trivia and grade answers. I already know who put this team name down, but I might take away points. Puff Daddy J, you might lose points for your team name. Normally I give good names, but Puff Daddy J might have to lose a point today. we already know who it was. I had to keep the streak alive. All right, I'm looking at some of these answers, and like I said, I try not to judge too bad. But man. All right. We're going to call it 940. So any answers after 940 will no longer be counted. So if you join after that, you cannot play round one. If you still have your answer sheet up, you should be able to click the link to jump to the round two answer sheet. But if that doesn't work, I will go ahead and post the round two answer sheet in here right now. So this is the link for the round two answer sheet. We're going to go ahead and go through these answers for round number one, though. The answer to question number one was Carl Weathers, Mr. Apollo Creed himself, one of the stars of the original Predator movie, also fantastic in The Mandalorian. He's also been in some other stuff. It's a really talented NFL player for a few years. Question number two, the correct answer was Tony Todd, aka Candyman, which is what a lot of people put into their chat, including one answer, the hoes call him Candyman. The correct answer was not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whoever put that. The correct answer was not Pikachu, whoever put that. But yeah, like I said, no shade, no shame. We're going to keep it moving. Question number three, the correct answer is Nikki Giovanni, one of the greatest Black liberation thinkers and poets to ever walk this earth. She passed away this year. It was a tough one for a lot of, being involved in the poetic community, being involved in the slam poetry community. A lot of people took this one really hard because Nikki Giovanni was brilliant. If you ever get a chance to read any of her works are really, really good, and they still apply today. She wrote a lot of them in the 70s and 80s, and they still apply to what we're going through today. Question number four, the correct answer was James Earl Jones, which most people got correct. If you put some iteration of that, James Earl Jones or James Earl, or I'll even give credit if you put Earl Jones, I'll give you that credit, I guess. And then question number five, last question of round number one, the correct answer was Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, probably the greatest musical producer to ever live. Been involved in so many movies, so many television shows, and pretty much any movie show you hear, most songs, if you hear a sample, he had some part to play in it. I might give credit if you put MJ's producer. I might. Yeah, Lou Alcindor is a crazy pull because one, I'm almost certain he's not dead. I'm 99% sure he's not dead. And so to put him as one, and he also was way taller than 6'5". But imagine Kareem Abdul-Jabbar playing Candyman. It might even be scarier than Tony Todd. Because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did act. He was in a few Bruce Lee movies, I believe. But that was a wild answer. Candyman. All right, we're going to move on to round number two. I'll post the link for the round two answer sheet